productions. In the heart of the rhythm, where the vibes ignite. Live wire streaming, we're taking flight. Yeah, soca vibration out of Belize. Pretty island tropical keys. Come up and set your mind at ease. Yeah, we're going live, live, live wire. We're climbing high, high, can't retire. Yeah, make me jump and wind up when the street lights start up. We're going live, live, live wire. Yeah, jump calling, no time for silence. Bassline shaking, so hearts awaken. Yeah, what's the colors colliding on the rhythm? Quick grinding on the stage, what's the soca read? When the music fades, the memory stays in our hearts always. Yeah, hey, jump in, me say I jump in. Jump in, me say me jump in now. Jump in, me say me jump in. Live wire, go live, live, live wire. Climbing high, high, climbing higher. Yeah, make me jump and wind up when the street lights start up. Go live, live, live wire. Yeah, hell yeah. Pristine Productions with another one.
Feel me? Yeah, for sure. Get the party all started up. I'm gonna raise my cup. Yo, DJ, pull it up. It's gonna erupt. Live wire, gonna fire it up. Yeah, it's showtime. Gonna be on prime. I'm a soldier, stay on the grind. Y'all better get your line. Touch your wire and your micro line. Yeah, keep it live on the block. Yeah, I love the live stream, if you know what I mean. Yeah, represent the beliefs, violence, yeah. Ain't nothing but love and kindness. Yeah, high love for the general, Mr. International. Yeah, dance on reggae all over the world. Gotta make those beats, gotta make that pearl. Keep it live on the block, yo. Representing the best of the best.
Set your mind at ease, come and tune in now to the live wire now, y'all.
Yeah, buy me a coffee,
Live wire.
subscribe, buy my beats,
Take it up higher.
join our Patreon.
Live on it,
Yeah,
take it up higher. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
feel me?
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Get the party all started up. I'm gonna raise my cup. Yo, DJ, pull it up. It's gonna erupt.
live on
Live
it.
wire, gonna fire it up. Yeah, it's showtime. Gonna be on prime. I'm a soldier, stay on the grind. Y'all better get your line. Touch your wire and your micro line. Yeah,
Live wire.
keep it live on the block. Yo.
Live on it, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, live wire. Take it higher.
yeah.
Live
I
wire.
love the live stream, if you know what I mean. Yeah, represent the beliefs, violence, yeah. Ain't nothing but love and kindness. Yeah, high love for the general, Mr. International. Yeah, dance on reggae all over the world. Gotta make those beats, gotta make that pearl. Keep it live on the block, yo.
Live around the world.
Representing the best of the best.
Set your mind at ease, come and tune in now to the live wire now, y'all.
Yeah, buy me a coffee,
Live wire.
subscribe, buy my beats,
Take it up higher.
join our Patreon.
Livewire is brought to you by Pristine Productions. Get the latest in dancehall, soca, reggae, and Afro beats. Donate to our PayPal and also join our Patreon. Become the apprentice.
Yo, 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 yo. And I want to say, what up, people? Want to shout out to all artist supporters, all the fans, everybody tuning into the live, and we're going to tune in later on. And let me the host engineer here, Andrew Rayburn here, Mr. International himself. Remember guys, you can also subscribe to my channel here and show Rayburn some love. Hit me up on YouTube here if you want to get the latest beats, dancehall, soca, reggae. I got the stuff for you. A brand new Soca Jada is out, which you're hearing right now. And if you guys want to learn how to mix and master professional soca in the box, $30 to hit up my website. And be sure to join my Caribbean Producers Academy here. We get one-on-one coaching here every week for a reasonable price. So be sure to hit me up on that. And also, don't be afraid, guys, to become a member of my Patreon. You get exclusive access to videos and beats from me from time to time. And be sure to send a little love to my PayPal as well. But we got a special show for you guys. We're going to talk about producing soca for artists here. And I'm going to share some tips and tricks. What are the artists' expectations here? So without no further ado, we're going to jump right into it here. Because you know how we're going to go on. So I'm going to wheel out and come again. And we're going to be right back after this small commercial break here. We're going to link up.
Want to learn how to play chords in soca, reggae, afro, and dancehall beats? Even mix and master and produce these beats. Pristine Production is proud to present Caribbean Producers Academy. Here you can book a 1-hour coaching session on the days you choose with our top engineer, Andrew Rayburn. Dues our price plan from 0 to hero, where you get 5 days a week, an hour and a half each day. The dojo, 2 days a week, and the rookie, 1 day a week, where you can get exclusive in-depth one-on-one live session training and mixing from the comfort of your own home to get your Caribbean productions on international level. So what are you waiting for? Join our Caribbean Producers Academy. Lights up in the sky, Trinidad. The melodies are sweet, it's carnival, we feel the heat. Walking and a jumping. You're tuning to the hottest show on the planet, Livewire Mix, baby. Drop a link on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Got a song to mix and master? Drop me a line on my email. Up your Livewire. It tough, you know.
And welcome back to the show here. I'm your mixing engineer, Mr. International himself, Andrew Rayburn here. And I'm glad you guys can make it here, man. So we're talking about producing soca for the artists, how to produce professional soca music here. Now, I just want to share a small word encouragement for you guys before we start. And let me go up to the mic here real quick. And it's taken from Mark 10, verse 17. Here we go. It says, "And when he was gone forth into the way, there came one running and kneeled to him and asked him, he says, Good master, what shall I do that I may inherit eternal life? And Jesus said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God. Thou knowest the commandments. Do not commit adultery. Do not kill. Do not steal. Do not bear false witness. Defraud not. Honor thy mother and father, thy father and mother. And he answered and said unto him, Master, all these have I observed from my youth. And then Jesus, beholding him, loved him, and said unto him, One thing thou lackest. Go thy way, sell whatever thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasures in heaven. And come and take up the cross and follow me. That's Mark 10, verse 17, guys. I just want to give a word of encouragement here. Jesus said, Why callest thou me good? There's none good but God. And he gave us some examples here. Don't commit adultery. Don't kill. Christians are not perfect, friends. But if you follow what Jesus said here, whatever is distracting you in life, put God first, and the blessing's going to come. Put God first in your job, and put God first. When you take care of your family, and He said He's going to add everything else to you. So He tells this rich man here, this person here, one thing thou lackest. You're lacking something here. Just sell what you got, give it to the poor, and follow me. I believe God was testing him. So we got to make sure, guys, we put God first. And we don't try to, materialize ourselves, and don't let it be everything is about money. So I just want to share that word there with you. So we're talking about producing for soca here. And we want to make sure we're getting our rhythms right. And now when it comes to artists, you're a producer. And when it comes to wanting to produce for, like some of these popular artists in the Caribbean, it might be in your own country as well. There's a couple of things you gotta know, guys. You gotta build up a reputation. You gotta make sure your beats are high quality. You're diverse. What beat may fit that artist, that whether it's a him, her, whatever. Understand chemistry. People reach out for me from time to time, and I stay in my lane. I produce soca music, Korean music. I do trap and that stuff as well. My main pulse is Caribbean music. So you got to know your lane, and you got to build up a reputation. What I mean, build up a reputation, you got to commit to your craft. It's not an overnight thing. What you're hearing right now is not an overnight thing. I've been doing music for years, man. Before I started to evolve my beat producer, I never used to produce dancehall soca music like this. When I study these islands and learn different cultures of music, it builds up a reputation for me. I have a natural gift, thanks to God, a natural talent for it. And you're gonna earn people respect without have to beg for it. So they say, hey man, I love your beats. How much do you charge for beats? That's build up a reputation. And build chemistry with that artist. If they say, hey, I want something that sounds punchy, I want something that sounds powerful, that has a bounce, understand these terms. So this simple rhythm here, something easy that's, somebody like Nyla Blackman, Jadelle, Destra, easily can bust on one of these tunes here. So those are the key factors you want to keep in mind when it comes to producing professional soca music. Understand the artist, what they're looking for. They're hearing something that you're producing, so they're interested in working with you. Be patient. Even if you have more experience than them, you got to understand what they're looking for and say, okay, let's work this out. You want the drums here. You want something to sound a little bit faster. Have patience, guys, if you want to be successful when it comes to producing soca music. It's very, very important that we do that. And I want to shout out to Mad Artist. Big up yourself, Mad Artist. Out of Belize. Shout out to the Mad Artist. Mad up. So you got to have patience. That's the number one thing. Don't be full of yourself and tell the artist, hey, we'll forget you. I'm not messing with you. That's how you got to make an impression, man. So let's get into the nitty gritty of this beat here. Here we go. I'm gonna break down some stuff here. Now, first thing, I catch your ears. First thing, catch your ears. Where the artist or producer might say, hey man, Ray, that track is pumping, man. That's lick shot. Now, how did I get it to sound that way? I'm not adding a lot of stuff into that. So I'm going to go right into it here. Check this out. I'm going to single out these tones here. So I'm going to give you a little bit of tips and tricks. You got to know how to prepare tracks as well, man. I don't care if you've been producing tracks for years. If you don't get your tracks to be on top level, I mean sounding professional, it doesn't sound muffled, it's the big low end is there, these artists ain't going to look your way. I'm telling you, man. You got to build up a reputation. You got to become the Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? So let's break down some simple sounds here as an example. You might hear tunes like this from, like Destra, Jadel, the Nadia, Marshall. You might hear stuff like these. Very easy. Let's move on with the first sound here. Here we go. Now you hear some nice sounds here. I'm going to go back to, let's see what I got here. Go here. Now I'm running 113 BPM here. So this is what I'm starting off with. I'm building up pulse, I'm building up reputation here with this 808 model. So check this out. I wanted a dangerous kick. I wanted something to sound larger than life, so I can sell that artist this beat, collect a little bit of money, and hey, pay my light bill, man. So check this out. I have an 808 here, and this is what I'm doing here. I'm just pulsing out that 808 there. I'm not doing much to it. Less is more. Followed by the UAD here. So all I'm doing with this UAD, give me a little bit of stomp. Turn it off. On. I'm preparing this beat to have a little bit more power. So let's bring in that pluck. Now the hi-hats go in there. Not adding anything to the hi-hats. Want to leave the hi-hats alone. Bring in a rim shot. Here we go. Somebody said more fire here, more fire. Now I'm already establishing something that's gonna catch that artist's eye and that ears. I'm getting a pulse going here. I've got a rip shot flowing here. And I'm just doing 1, 2, 3 sounds here. 808 kick hi-hats, 4 sounds actually. Bring in that snare drum. Check this out. I'm adding the UAD channel strip here. I'm gonna turn it off real quick. Here we go. Sounds a little bit soft, lacking clarity. Put that on. I'm preparing that drum to hammer on, man. Now I'm gonna bring in that trinified sound here. This is a timpani sound here, and not just Trinidad. You can hear it in a lot of islands. Using the old M1 there, a little bit of tip. Now I'm adding the main vision for this beat here is I'm adding subtle percussions here because I want the rhythm to have a more focus on the drums, sharing that energy. Less synths, more power on the drum for this particular style of rhythm here, which is like a groovy kind of soca. So that's what I'm doing with that there. When it comes to the soca music here. So let's move on down. Let's see what else Brother Ray got in store here. Got cowbell coming in here and bring us there. Mute this up right here. Mod up. Now this is what I'm doing here. I'm adding tiny little bit of second snare here, combining that with the kick. Here we go. Now you got to make sure, also producing professionally for soca artists, you got to know what kind of sounds they're looking for. There's a lot of artists out there that some might want this kind of stuff. They might say, hey, maybe can you add a guitar to it, or maybe some pianos. Some might say, hey, I love it the way it is. So know what the artist is looking for to create those kind of fire tunes. Yeah, put it like this way: you're becoming a shoemaker, so you want to make that rhythm that fits that particular artist. So that's what I'm doing with that, dear. So let's continue here. Okay, I'm gonna take that out here. So now this sound right here, very popular sound. And I'm using the channel strip from UAD, a little bit of smack from Waves here. Let's give you guys a little bit of tips. If I take that off, check this out. I'm not hearing that timpani. Turn it back on. Now I can hear that timpani pumping with the beat here. Bring in the drums here. Bringing like an old school piano synth in here. Lord of mercy, bless the Lord. It's almost like an old school dancehall kind of vibe when you bring that kick drum back in. And I want to show you guys something here. You see why it's so important to have good knowledge of preparing sounds, getting sounds to have a pulse and punch to it. It's very important, guys, that we stick to that. You want to make sure the sounds you're choosing are not weak. They don't sound boring and like, yeah, man, I want something like that. So let's continue here. Now, initially, I went ahead and added a guitar here. But what I did with the Neve here, check this out. I'm gonna solo the rim shot, the rim shot alone. Take off Neve. It's quiet on. You might say, Ray, all that rim shot needs a little bit of volume. Why add the Neve, the preamp? Because I'm not only getting apparent volume, I'm getting warmth from the tube modulation of the analog plug here. These stuff were built, very well to introduce that warmth tube vibe. So that's what I'm adding, a little bit of preamp so I can prepare. I'm cooking these recipe here so I can sell that menu to that artist here. Now I add a little bit of melody here because I don't want to take away from the main pulse of the drum, which is like most of the percussion, the 808 bass. This is what I added here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Move your waist and move it proper. Brand new dance me discover. Me a long time soca lover. Boy, oh yeah. Move your waist and move it proper. Turn up the bass and turn up the pressure.
Bring it again.
Boy. Boy, yeah.
Now I'm simply adding, of course I'm adding the Neve once again. I need to warm up that guitar because it's competing with these drums. It's not a lot, but it's competing with the sound of these drums, and I want that guitar to stand out and have a good impact on this beat. So whenever I put it out there, somebody's gonna say, hey man, I want to do something like that, man. You're inspiring me, Ray. And that's what we want to do. We want to inspire clients. That's the tip. Inspire your clients to keep coming back. Keep coming back. Like say, hey man, nothing but pure fire. So that's what we're doing here with this beat here.
Move your waist and move it proper. Brand new dance me discover.
And it doesn't take long to do. Like you can send an artist or producer like maybe a 1 minute sample, so they can have some kind of motivation to write something on. So that's what I'm doing here with that guitar, adding a little bit of channel strip here. Couple that up with a little bit of distorted guitar, chopping it off with the UAD Neve, and a little bit of EQ. Goes a long way when it comes to preparing sound. So as a professional producer, I'm not just focusing on the beat section. I got to make sure that the instrument has tones, because if I would take off these processes here with this guitar, the guitar doesn't sound bad, but put on let me put on the processor here. Here we go. It has more width and it has more power to it, and it's compete with the rhythm as well. The main thing as well, producing for a artist, producing soca for artists, you want to make sure, of course, that you know what sounds they like and what they're interested in. So don't pick no floppy sound when it comes to composing beats here. So be sure to check yourself on that. Now from time to time, I would select certain sounds, and whatever sounds great, you can put it together, see how it sounds. If something doesn't sound right, change it up again. I'm very selective of what tones I use. For example, this 808 here has a nice big low end. I just did a little bit of EQ, to get it in the ballpark there. So very important we pay attention to that stuff, and that's going to help you down the road to become somebody that keeps bringing in clients to your business here. So, but we're going to wrap up shortly with that right after this commercial break here.
Pristine Production.
And of course, my Pro Soca synth is out. Pro Ready Soca synth for your next big project. Be sure to get a copy of that on my store. Inspiration to create your next big hit. When it comes to Soca synth plucks, you get the MIDI files and stems loop as well. 15 MIDI and sample loops with that. So your engineer, producer looking to make that big gesture, that next big hit, make your next big hit here on any DAW is a Pro Soca pluck synth here.
You're tuning into the hottest show on the planet, Livewire Mix, baby. Drop a link on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Got a song to mix and master? Drop me a line on my email. A pure Livewire. It tough, you know.
And welcome back to the show here. I'm your mixing engineer, host engineer, and master of ceremonies, Andrew Rayburn here. So, yeah, guys, but we're talking about producing soca for artists. You know, it's very important. And not just soca artists, but even dancehall as well, reggae, afro. If you guys want to impress, you got to build up a reputation. Whatever craft, it's not just music. You got to build up a reputation. Commit yourself to your craft, you know, your goals in life. You know, like music for me is a journey. I don't look at it as a job. You know, it helps pay the bills. But it's something I enjoy, what God has blessed me with. Commit yourself to your craft. Work on your skills so you can get more and more professional. You don't have to be a big professional to sell people beats. But you got to make sure it sounds great. It sounds appealing to them. And it's inviting to them when we want to produce for artists. Because once you get that first client, the second client, people coming back to you, and at the same time you're practicing patience. That's the next key. Patience with these clients. Some of them are gonna tell you, hey man, I know better, I play bass longer than you, or blah blah. You don't want to argue with them. Even if you know 20 times more than them, you gotta humble yourself and say, okay, let's do it this way and let's work around, because they still want to give you the money. They just want to let you understand their vision, what they want to do in the songs. So you got to be patient. That's the key too. Patient with your clients. The first tip: build up a reputation, hone in on your skills so you can sound professional. And the more time you spend on yourself, the better, you know, for people to discover you. The second, be patient with your clients. And the third, make sure you're always diversifying yourself. Don't be afraid to be creative in your craft. Don't try to copy somebody else's stuff. Be creative in your own way. You're unique. You represent your brand. So when it comes to producing for these kind of artists to be dropping on beats like these, you know. So yeah. So to recap here, what we did, we started off with the actual pluck here. By the way, this beat here, guys, it's available on my website. If you go on my website here, Soca Jada. It's available right now. You can pick it up for $56, and you get the stems and the MIDI information with it as well. So we started off with this right here. A little bit pluck. Something mean. You might say, Ray, I don't know how to play keyboard. How can I make something like this? You can even chop up samples, mess with that, chop it up and just loop it. You can do it, man. You can do it. Especially for this type of soca right here. I wanted that big 808 sound that's larger than life, bringing that kick. So when you start to learn how to produce, you know, professional dancehall, soca, whatever, on that level, you can be creative. You don't have to be scratching your head or being you're not sure if it's soca or not, or dancehall. Know your craft. Study your genre. So it don't take me long to putting in these elements here because I already know what a beat needs, where it needs to go, and less is more, so we can get get some sales on it. Add a little bit of guitar here just to sweeten things up. Second snare, piano. And we got a dope beat going here. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. Remember, guys, you can join my Patreon, become a Patreon member here. $10 a month. You're gonna get freebies from me from time to time. You're gonna be getting exclusive videos, not easily found on YouTube, where I teach professional skills and how to get certain things to stand out, how to get your mix on the next level. Be sure to take advantage of my Patreon channel here. You can go down, you can check out the contents here, have some giveaways for even the ones that are free members as well. Check out my website if you want to learn how to mix and master Pro Soca in the box. And if you want me to design an artwork for your iTunes, Spotify, I can do that as well. But it's been fun. I'll be talking about producing for soca artists, and I'm glad you guys can tune in, and those who gonna tune in later on too. It's been fun. I'm gonna catch you on the next one, and peace out.
You're tuning to the hottest show on the planet, Livewire Mix, baby. Drop a link on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Got a sound to mix and master? Drop me a line on my email. Up your Livewire. It tough, you know.